Hello everyone, it's time for part 2 of AP Revisited. This time we'll be looking at AP US History. I don't know, I really loved AP US History when I took it my junior year. It was like one of, if not my favorite, academic class that I took in high school. I think it also helped that the teacher was very enthusiastic about the subject, and she had it graded in a way to where it was like almost to where you were like playing a video game, to where you would like level up your grade, but you could never go down, like with the homework you did and test grades and everything. Like your grade just kept going up, and you could never, like, once you reached an A, you weren't going to get any less than an A. So it made it really, I don't know, a lot less stressful, I think, than it could be, which made the process of learning a lot more fun. Plus, I love history, although I never would attest to being a big fan of US history, but I did enjoy this class. So we'll see how much I actually retained from the course. Just as a explainer, I got a 4 on the actual AP test when I took it, which I know is gonna sound really like pretentious and snobbish, but I was upset at getting a 4. Like, I felt like I should get a 5 because I felt like I did really well in class. And I don't know, this is also spoiler alert for world history, but I got a 5 on the world history test, which felt a lot harder than the US history test. So I was really confused on how I did better on that than I did on the US history test, but you know, it's water under the bridge. I got into college, I graduated, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. But let's see how much US history knowledge I have retained. We're going back to good old varsity tutors, so let's see. For some reason it says average time spent is like 5.5 hours, but let's see if we can do faster than that, because I do not plan on spending that much time. So let's begin. What a name. Increase Mather. Cotton Mather and Increase Mather. Need for liberty from England and America. Seeing as he was like operating around like the early 1700s, I think that would be controversial, since that's like 60 years before like the Revolutionary War starts. So far as the creation of universities to maintain Puritan ideas, I don't think that would be controversial, really. For immunization against smallpox, I think that could be, but also, based on this like little blurb on him, I don't think that's something he would ever really write about. Societal changes to allow more freedom to women, I don't think that's really a Puritan type thing, so I don't think it's that. And then the continuing power of the King of England and the colonies. Now, I don't know, I think it's one of these. I just don't know which one, and I could also be wrong, that's neither of those, but and change in New England thinking. For change, then I would say liberty. French and Indian War, I'm pretty sure the British fought with the Native Americans, I think. So let's think. Conflicted territorial claims, I feel like that could be a thing. Movement makes sense. Competition, discovery of gold. I don't remember ever hearing about discovery of gold, so let's just go with it. The First Amendment definitely supports freedom of religion. I have no idea what Epperson versus Arkansas is. I feel like Thomas Paine's The Rights of Man would encompass this, but I'm not sure. And then John Winthrop's The City on a Hill speech. I just knew that was about, I think it was talking about America as like a religious haven, but I don't know if it was for a specific group. But Arkansas also wasn't formed until well after this, and the First Amendment would already be established, so I don't think it's that. So let's go with Winthrop. This is 1789. That's well after the Revolutionary War was done. So it's not to fight the British. I don't It's not to levy taxes against the French. Makes no sense. To unite the colonies. Aren't we? Wouldn't we already be united? This is just talking about. Let's say none of this. I can't remember what all these like different groups were about. The Federalists and the Anti-Federalists and Democrats, Republicans and Democrats. Ratified is when I think everyone would have to agree to it. So it'd be after the Civil War, but I don't know when the Civil War ended. Doesn't feel like a Teddy Roosevelt thing. I don't know much about which was on a Harry Truman. Since I said FDR earlier, I'm gonna have to go with World War II. So, founding of the nations. Don't think Japan was. Okay, so this is about abortion. So it's not Loving versus Virginia because that's about what's it called? Miscegenation. When two people of different races marry, aka parents. Shout out to the Lovings. Roe v. Wade. I know that's a big one. I don't know. Is that abortion? Miranda, I think it's established in Miranda rights. I don't know what that is. So it's like a Roe v. Wade. That's not true. Nixon did not win in 1960. It's JFK. The only one I recognize is laissez-faire capitalism. So I'm just gonna go with that. I think the fifth might be like about like whole quarter of soldiers. I don't think it disrupted mail service. I think it would have helped. Mail service? So let's go with this. Sullivan's Irish, and I feel like Irish were still being discriminated against at this point, so I'll go with Greeley. One of these, because I know they've stated a law on taxes, and people were so upset they repealed it, but then they did another one. I don't know if okay, so here are my results for my AP US history test. So I got 58% right, more than half, pretty good. It did not take me 5.5 hours. Maybe if I took 5.5 hours, I would get a lot more right, but ain't nobody got time for that one. So, I got 100% correct. Apparently I know 1491 to 1607 well. 1555 to 1800 is not my time. That's okay. 1849 to 1900 is also not my time. So that's okay. Let's see. Apparently 1980 to present. That makes sense. I really don't pay attention to anything like after the 60s. It's kind of where my interest in history stops. So I guess it makes sense. I scored better than 28% of others who took this test. So it's fine though, because it's been a while at this point. It's been 7 years. I just think I didn't understand why a religious leader would be writing about immunization, but good for him. I support him in that. So that's cool. Also, it was a difficult question, so it says unite the colonies. Weren't we already a country at that point? Yeah, for amendment things, like I just don't know about the amendments really, which is a fault, but I got that completely wrong. So the Federalist is the Anti-Federalist, the exact opposite. Yeah, I had no idea about this either, so chillin'. I think I just naturally assumed you're part of the founding member of the League of Nations. I guess that's American presumption, American arrogance to think that, but I'm curious. And we never ratified the treaty. Oh, this is following World War One. See, I also thought, no, okay. It was United Nations that came after World War II, right? In that case, yeah, okay. Because I thought, I don't know. I was thinking World War II, which is why I put Japan. Because I was like, they were on the opposite side, the losing side, so. But the more you know. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get this economics one, so whatever. Oh, he heard this in 2012. He's a lot more recent. Okay. Good for Ross Perot. Yeah, once again, don't know minutes. Oh, it was Johnson. Okay, that's close. Yeah, he was right after Kennedy. Okay, so this is the one where it was like had to do with Latin America, but I thought it just like had to do with foreign countries in general. So that's my bad. Okay, how is I'm not using the same tracks like a problem? Okay. Sure. I don't know about treats. It's fine. What's the average 0 seconds? Telling me someone like just skipped over that entire passage and just chose the right answer. BS. Yeah, I was not sure about rubber barons. I just knew they were bad. I did not know that the social gospel movement, like the NAACP, that's about like equal rights for like races and stuff, right? Yeah, it's the National Association of American Colored People, so it's, oh, it was, I was full of it. I thought they were like racist towards Irish people, so it wouldn't be him. I guess he was a columnist and editor. I thought this was gonna be like a person who was like a politician or something, so. Okay, cool, good for you. I had no idea what this was about. That's been my time retaking US history. I did marginally better than I did for art history. It's not really saying all that much, but I got more than half right. You know, I almost got 60%. I almost reached a D. I got like an F plus pretty much, so we chillin'. But yeah, it was a good, I don't know, experience to go back and kind of remember all these different US history terms and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it is what it is, so you know, we chillin'. But yeah, anyway, I don't know, let me know in the comments down below if you took AP US history, if you liked the class, if you hated the class, like I know Sarah did. Sorry, Sarah. But yeah, we just love to hear your thoughts on American history. It's obviously very messy and messed up, and the way it's taught is often not great. But yeah, it's always interesting to kind of dive into the history of the country you are from. If you're not from the US, I'm sorry, this is very American of me. But yeah, that's been AP Revisited, AP US History version part 2. I don't know what to say. But yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it, share if you want, if that's your vibe. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I hope you have a great day and hopefully learned something or re-remembered something that you may have forgotten from a long time ago. Like I may remember it. I don't know. This may also just whoop out of my mind, but we'll see. Anyway, have a great day. I will see you in part 3 of AP Revisited.